Hey, welcome to Morning Coffee and Marketing, only it's not the morning. But we're still going to talk about marketing. And in particular, we're going to talk about beating the recession. Now, first, I was doing these with lives, and suddenly I wasn't doing them with lives. And a couple of people contacted me and said, "Hey, I thought you were going to start doing that, doing the Facebook Lives again." I was, but the day after I started, I was declared persona non grata for several days on El Facebooko. So I made fun of somebody who was advertising pornography or something, and I guess they were offended that I made fun of them. So c'est la vie. Not allowed on Facebook for a few days. So I was going to start the lives again, and I realized, you know what, better that I should just record all 7 episodes that I was going to do over that week, because we're going to be dealing specifically with making money in this recession. I got to tell you, I see a ton of people talking about the recession, which makes sense. I mean, you would think that but they're talking about this is how you make money and this is how you stay alive in the recession and etc. And then you look at them and they're all, they all look like they were teenagers during the last recession. Like, how are you? Did you read this in a book somewhere, or is this something you actually did? Not only that, but they also tend to be lacking in some actual usable content from the people I've checked out. Now, maybe there's some people I haven't seen that are doing a good job, but I think that this is necessary. And yes, I do know something about making money during a recession. The simple fact is that the first real money I made was during the Great Recession. During this recession, I have been following my own advice, and this is why I didn't start this 3 months ago when I first got the idea. I didn't start doing these videos, but the copy is done for the website. It's getting put up, and these videos out, and we're actually going to start putting together this recession rescue community. But I didn't do it 3 months ago when I first got the idea, 4 months ago, because I actually was doing what I'm going to describe to you. Right, so I was actually making moves to make sure that I made a lot of money during the recession. Now, first thing that is the first and most important is that you is that you get it through your head. This is, by the way, not one of the steps. There's 7 specific steps. We're going to go after step 1 today, but this is kind of a foundational thing. Right, this is something that you need to get through your head, and that is that people make a lot of money during recessions. You can do very well in the upswing, but people make more money more quickly when things fall apart. Okay, same thing in the stock market. Same thing when you're talking about dealing with precious metals. When you're dealing with commodities, when things are going up, you can make a lot of money. When things are going down, less people make loads of money much more quickly. Okay, so as things are going up, lots of people make a lot of money. As things are going down, a few people make even more money, and they make it more quickly. So you got to get that through your head. You got to decide that you're going to be one of the people who makes more money more quickly, right? So that's not one of the 7 steps. That's not one of the 7 ideas, the 7 things you can do to continue to grow and grow more quickly and prepare yourself to fire out of the other side of this recession like a scalded dog. But it is something that but for these 7 steps to work, you got to get that through your head. You've got to understand. You can, if you decide to, be one of the few people who make loads of money in this recession, rather than the majority of people who lose money or just tread water. You can do that. So how do you do it? Well, like I said, we're going to go through 7 different ways. They're split into 3 different categories. Hold on, I got some notes. I want to make sure I get them right. They're split into 3 different categories. Category 1 is we want to find a way. Okay, category 1 is about how you get paid. Okay. Category 2 is about who you sell to, and category 3 is about your business category. Right? So those are the three different things. There's 7 lessons split into 3 different sections. No, I did not falsely come up with 7. Had I been working to manufacture the lessons, I would have had 3 lessons in 3 different categories for a total of 9. But I came up with 7 because that is what there is. It's a natural number, not a manufactured number, because of some arcane and rather silly marketing ploy. Anyway, so first category, how you get paid. First lesson about how you get paid. You need to find somebody else to pay you for providing a product or service to your clients. So that's very simple if you happen to be in the contracting business, if you happen to be in the auto repair business, body shop business, if you happen to be in any kind of business that normally does work with insurance companies, that can be very, very simple, right? But you can still find ways to do this, even if you're not in a business that normally deals with insurance. So you just need to be a little creative. Good. Here we go. You just need to be a little creative. So I'm going to hit you with a couple of quick ideas. How do you find ways to get paid by a third party to provide services to your customer? Well, how about if we found very wealthy sponsors? If you have a private school, you find very wealthy sponsors to help give scholarships to people who need to go to the school, should go to the school, but who cannot afford to go to the school because of the recession. And you say, well, we do that anyway. Well, good. Keep doing it. Do more of it. Find more people, right? Stop worrying about recruiting new students whose parents can pay and start worrying more about finding ultra affluent people who can assuage their conscience for their extreme wealth, for their unconscionable wealth. I'm being silly there. As long as they earned it without the use of guns. In other words, and without, and I mean, if they did, as long as they earned it honestly, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't care whether they're wealthy. I think they should be wealthy, but a lot of people do feel guilty about being wealthy. So go find some affluent and ultra affluent people who are willing to give contributions in exchange for ego, for ego benefits, for blowing smoke up their ass, for telling everybody what a wonderful contribution they made, and focus more on that instead of finding students whose parents can pay. Still look for students whose parents can pay, but find people who can, and form a nonprofit, and have the purpose of the nonprofit to give scholarships to your schools. Right, it's all perfectly legal. Consult your attorney, and perfectly ethical though. And then go collect money, go find more people to give contributions to the nonprofit, and then you give scholarships to people. I guarantee you, if you have a good private school, it's not hard to find students if the answer is, Mr. and Mrs. Parents, mom and dad. Here's the good news: we can have your kid come to the school, and instead of the normal $2,500 a month fee, or $5,000 a month fee, or $10,000 a month fee, we only need to charge you a $250 a month fee because Miss McGillicuddy was kind enough to fund 17 scholarships for this year, and so we are your child can obtain one of those scholarships. That's not a hard sale to make. Mom and dad parent, Mr. and Mrs. Parent, are going to jump on that with both feet. Don't worry about it. You'll find the kids to give the money to. Go find the people who are willing to give the money to them. So that's a way, and that's just another example. Just get a little creative. Figure out a way. If you need a little help with creativity, you can give me, send me a message. We'll schedule a 15-minute call, and we'll bounce a couple ideas around. But find a way to be creative about finding how a third party can pay for your fee, and you can provide service to somebody else. Now, here's a cool part of that. If somebody else is paying the person who you're doing the service for, is going to be less demanding. Now, that doesn't mean you should deliver less. Don't get me wrong. You should deliver everything exactly how you are right now or better. All I'm saying is that they're probably going to be a little less demanding, so that's good news. You can keep a nice, friendly, what am I trying to say? You can, things can be, you can get along with them better. Even if there's a little bit of a mistake, you still make it right. You still do everything you're supposed to do. But because it's not, because your service isn't connected, aren't connected to money coming out of their pocket, they'll be a little bit more understanding if you do make a mistake. Obviously, you don't want to lower your level of service. You want to increase your level of service because you want to enhance your reputation during this time, not risk damaging it. I'm just saying, it's nice to have compliant and happy customers. And if they're getting your services essentially for free, they can be much happier. So that's step one. The next 6 steps are coming right behind. So I'm going to upload all these on the same day. So they will be here. Talk to you soon.